It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Sethly here, back with another Apex Legends video. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Today we're going to be going over the top 10 Apex Legends Pathfinder spots. So what this list is going to be, it's going to be 10 places that are kind of out of the way, unconventional. You're not really supposed to be where you are, and mainly it's only for Pathfinder. I know you can do some of these spots with different types of legends, but it's more practical if you are Pathfinder because you can get there a lot quicker and it's a lot easier to use if you are playing Pathfinder. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Starting off with number 10, a lot of you guys probably know this one. It's not too useful, which is why it's at number 10. It's the top of Thunderdome. You can get in the little box. You can get on top of that. It's a pretty decent hiding spot. You can see pretty far and you can scout out some people, but honestly, I don't really think it's that useful. That's why I put it at number 10. On to number 9, which is actually going to be the top of Bunker. If you are Pathfinder, you can get on top of Bunker, but it's one of those spots where you actually can only stay there for a maximum amount of 30 seconds, which is why it's at number 9. If you could stay up there for the whole time, I'd probably put it down at number 1, but it is still pretty useful. If you're in a fight and you're playing Pathfinder, obviously, you can actually get up to the top pretty quick and hide and heal up before your enemies can actually kill you and finish you off, so it's pretty useful in that way. On to number 8, which is the top of the skull on bridges, near bridges. You can actually get on top of all of those skulls and hide up there. It's pretty good to be able to, you know, get in an unconventional spot that your enemies won't be looking at. You can chill up there for a bit and watch people go under you, and then you can get an easy shot. It's not super useful, which is why it's at number 8. There's also another spot I'll show on screen right now where you can go near bridges. This one's a lot more useful in my opinion since people won't really be looking in that area. Now let's get on to number 7, which is actually the top of Hydro Dam. So there are some areas in Hydro Dam where you can grapple on top of the poles and people won't really be looking for you, as well as there's a spot inside the little bunker near Hydro Dam. You can get on top of that pole or the little funnel or whatever it's called. I don't really know what the word is. I think it's pipe actually. You can get on top of the pipe and you can chill in there and people aren't really going to be looking for you. I'd say the best spot is probably inside the bunker rather than outside on top of those poles. But let's get on to number 6, which is actually going to be on top of Repulsor. So as you guys probably know, there are huge walls everywhere around Repulsor and you can grapple on top of that, and then you can actually grapple on top of the poles, so you can actually scout some people out. It's pretty useful in that way. Also, it's kind of useful if you have a Kraber, but it's not really useful besides that unless you're going for kills and you want to be able to see where people are. You can actually see pretty dang far across the map. Let's get on to number 5, which is going to be a few spots near the waterfall near Slum Lake. So if you actually go behind the waterfall, you can grapple up into a bunch of different corners, and honestly, there are some pretty amazing hiding spots in there, and nobody's really going to be looking for you there, so they are pretty useful. That's why I'm putting it at number 5, and there's actually a ton of them by waterfall, so make sure to let me know down in the comments if there are any other that I did miss. On to number 4, which is inside the tunnel near Market and near bridges. There's a few where you can completely hide in, and it's actually super useful since a lot of people go through that tunnel, that cave near Market, rotating from Skull Town, and even bridges. So if you chill up there and wait for people to run through, you can actually get some really easy kills, and a lot of people won't even look for you. They'll think you're getting shot by a hacker or something like that. But let's get on to number 3, which is going to be the top of Runoff. Now I put this one here because it is really useful in fights. Now I know a lot of people or other legends can actually get to this spot if you're not Pathfinder, but it's a lot better if you are Pathfinder. It's much easier to get there, and you can actually hide on the little pole inside the room and nobody's really looks up there, and you can get quite a lot of kills, especially if people are looting and stuff like that, as well as you can get on the top glass dome above that. So both of those spots are pretty useful if there is a fight near Runoff. On to number 2, which is the top of the skull near a respawn beacon. So I'm sure some of you guys have seen this, but I know a lot of people don't really use it. You can actually grapple on top of the skull, the bones, and you can hide up there and wait for people to go for respawns or even loot up the loot crates. It's actually really useful since usually somebody is going there to respawn their teammates. So if you wait for them to respawn, you can actually get a very easy kill or an easy squad wipe. So definitely try that one out. On to number 1. This is one that I found on accident. I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but you can actually get on top of artillery on the back part where it is like a bunker. You can get on top of that. It's actually super useful just because so many people land artillery, and if you land on the top near the bunker, you can loot up real quick and then get on top if you are Pathfinder, but you do have to stand in front of the pole on top or else you will get pushed off. You definitely aren't supposed to be able to stand there, but you definitely can if you do it correctly. But that's been my list of the top 10 Pathfinder spots, and if you guys know of any other spots that I did miss, make sure to let me know down in the comments because there are so many different spots. I really should have made this like a top 20 or a top 50, but I wanted this to be a shorter video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button. It really does help me out a ton. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell to be updated every single day on all things Apex Legends. It's been your boy Sethly, and I'm out.